After the man confesses the school flower, the first thing you do, it is to make a decisive request to break up with the school flower. Everyone see this. They all laugh at me. This person just doesn't know what to do. But I don't pay any attention to these guys. Because only I know. In the near future, all human beings on the Orchid Heart will face an unprecedented catastrophe. Back to last night. I was still in the haze of sleep. That dream is so real. It should be my past life to be exact. I need to know. Reiki recovery will be fully activated on the Orchid Heart. From now on, the rules of society will all face renewed love. Replacing it is the age of practice. At that time, strength will be the only measure. With the end of the dream, I also got a practice system. His appearance. It is precisely because of the tragic end of the Orchid Heart in the previous life. Almost all human beings are. The beast devoured everything. I also feel hope. Die in unwillingness. So this is why I was selected by the rest system. In order to change the future destiny of all mankind. Most people are right now. There is no definite feeling of gas recovery. I can take the abnormalities caused by Reiki. All for me. Because everything in the world are engraved with the writing materials that become the practice system. At the same time, official coverage. This made me sigh helplessly. Obviously, the official of the next country did not deny it. Various anomalies. But the first time, urge residents to take necessary precautions. But even so, Big Sherber was finally destroyed in that field. In a tragic catastrophe. But in comparison, this way of moisturizing things silently allow residents of the country to keep your minds subtly. Calm down and believe in your country. The effect is better than the beautiful country next door. It is much better for residents to rebel in advance. This also makes Daxia country an orchid, the last country to be destroyed. But this life, I have known these things in advance. So I will do everything I can to rewrite the fate of mankind. As for the system prompt, everything in the world can be used by me. Then you can look at the coverage. Then I happened to see a coverage. Ultraviolet intensity of Allure University reached an unprecedented maximum. So I located the first location in the early morning snow. When I came here, I sensed something very wrong. Just the north gate. You can feel the burning heat. And on the school road. Also round up the Golden Light Bridge. I just touched my finger. The system prompts that the sheep attribute fluctuates violently. Unlock sheep attribute data template. The next moment my body, instantly, dense golden textures appeared. And the golden light that burst out of my life. It quickly attracted everyone's attention. They speculated. My guy, are you going to turn into a Super Saiyan? Soon the system will complete the writing process. I also obtained the sheep attribute technique. Good breathing. Right now I am the most handsome in the universe. Cool burst. Excellent and beautiful. Tall and straight. Pick out the extraordinary parrot. Charming and wonderful man. At the same time, Freshman University reporting office on the other side of Allure University. As soon as Liu Ruyan appeared, Lifetime immediately appeared a lot of money to ask for. Good figure. He coldly rejected everyone. These people look just like me to him. There is only love in my heart. not aggressive at all. But suddenly at this moment, a line appeared in the direction of the north gate. A golden beam of light breaking through the sky broadcast the alarm and notification at the same time. Abnormal high temperature warning at the north gate of the campus. Please stay away from the north gate. Do not approach. Ruyan Liu frowned. Recently, strange things always happen. This time he's going to see. What is the situation? Here I began to feel the key to the Jing-Yang breathing method. Staring at the sun, huff and puff. You can use the Jing-Yang knee pads to transform your body. When I was done, I looked at the system pop-up window again. He reminded me that I had successfully purified and polluted. Area-specific tips. The contaminated area is officially marked by the building country. What happened was that I was slightly stunned. It seems that the official estimate, knowing the existence of Reiki resuscitation. At this time, there are many students walking towards the north gate. Only when they get there. But it's empty. Next to the principal, a mysterious figure stands. He asked the principal to immediately re-establish the cordon. Completely block the area near the north gate. Then he went to the original. I understand the location of good breathing. He feels the traces around are man-made. So there should be contact with the spirit in advance. The angry man appeared here when I get home. Lying in bed for the first time. Until now, there's always a lingering heat. Key is still in the body. Whether it's a cold shower or air conditioning. Can't relieve. Then I turned on my phone. Get ready for today's coverage. It turns out, the first hot search at this time, it is the updated realm table of the Reiki Cultivation Association, a mirror ghost axe, with the magic of heaven and earth aura. Build human weapons. Afforestation in the second Jin dynasty. Use the power of heaven and earth to open the bloodline of the gods. Create inner spirit. 3 Bogey King Kong Reiki bloodline. King Kong is not broken and the board is still continuous. Master attribute authority. CG Kagura. Pseudo force breaks through the shackles of heaven and earth. The power of faith to climb to a new god. Wujin rising sun. Rings and peaks. Manipulate the birth and death of the star across all latitudes. The last is radical. Beyond the virtual life and death. Groundbreaking. Hold the universe. I have a little impression of this Reiki Practice Association. I remember correctly they would be uncertain on the internet, announcing some cultivation rules. And when I left, I looked back. Saw a mysterious figure dressed. Could it be that this Reiki Cultivation Association discovered the existence of Reiki? After all, this spiritual realm table, although it is from the Reiki Practice Association. But now, he posted it on an official online account. I suddenly realized something. As usual. Daxia official. I don't really support these claims of bulls, ghosts, snakes, and gods. So this Reiki Practice Association. It is very likely that the official contacted the spirit in advance. The signal of the gas, so I tried to follow the above statement. Run the menstrual breathing method. First transform one's own body into ki. Use weapons and limbs to accommodate the aura between heaven and earth. My 10 years move. A handle slowly appeared in front of me. The aura of the axe. System pop-up prompt window. He congratulated me on my successful promotion to the devil. And can use to write points. The obtained compilation data. Forcibly implanted into anything. My current writing points are 50 points. I have some doubts. Seems to be edited. Write data to get writing points. As for this writing data, it should refer to the sophisticated mutual suction method. Then the system prompts, he can write anything in the world. So I waved my hand. Grab the water glass beside you. I was right. Ordinary water glasses can also be obtained. Obtain the power of sheep attributes. Forced implantation, as the name suggests, is for the parents of the object, so that it has extraordinary power. If the implanted object is a weapon in hand, then I'll get a very powerful shape. Things and see what the system means. I should be able to collect data for more than one attribute. It's late at night in a blink of an eye, because so much happens during the day. I was already lying in bed and sleeping soundly, but I was soon awakened by some movement. Since stepping into the Ghost Axe import, my ear power has surpassed that of ordinary people. Now something is getting wrong in my heart. This sizzling sounds. It doesn't look like a mouse. When I find the sound and come to the corridor, a tooth appeared on my head. Mouth hand. My expression was instantly tense. I didn't expect these guys to show up. Due to the presence of a large amount of Reiki, Lan Shin can borrow. This is the era when everyone is a practitioner, and some creatures will easily become murderers. My pupils dilated immediately. At this point, I can clearly see the slow motion of the alien beast. Same time, one appeared on my big palm, shaped sun totem, and the muscles also react quickly and move. But think about it. This guy can't be with me in a previous life. Compare what you see. This beast is not fully evolved yet, but his dark night attributes will intensify in the middle of the night. Own ability and mania. Thinking of this, I quickly leaned forward. I quickly found the weakness of the beast, right at the tail. So I was about to concentrate all your spiritual power on your fist. With a random bang, it smashed into the alien beast's body. The next moment, I saw the belly of the exotic beast tear a big hole in an instant. What I didn't expect was, this beast is forcibly absorbing sheep attributes on wounds. Power, but I don't have to worry too much. The power of the sun is incomparably strong and domineering. He's killing himself by doing this. After the liar, the beast is incomparable. Disappeared without a trace in the bright light. At this time, I still have some lingering fears. The affected mutation has already begun. If I'm still the one who doesn't, heartless ordinary people, so today everyone in 100 miles. I'm afraid it will become the belly of this beast. And also, thanks to the fact that only one head is stronger. Ordinary hand. This reminds me of wanting to fight threats. You have to collect more exercises. Not long after I left here, a figure appeared in the exotic beast. Dead place. He quickly reported to the organization. The target beast is dead and the corpse is flacked. Judging by the battle marks above, the man who killed the beast has a very pure sheep. Attribute power. This is not long ago. The incident at Qingcheng University is the same. So they guessed the contaminated area. The evolution and variation of the North Gate of Beijing University. Behind the event, all the same person, but after careful screening, they didn't find it in the headquarters archives. The end of this man, they immediately made up an idea. It is the fastest time to put this name first. Stare and pull over. In a blink of an eye, the next day came. I'm sitting cross-legged on the bed. Start running Jing-Yang breathing method. Since stepping into the realm of ghosts, when I was running the Jing-Yang breathing method, you can feel the breath lingering in the palace. And now I have a new insight. I can clearly feel the axe is much lighter than yesterday. When I open my eyes again, my realm has indeed come to ghost axe into the stars. It's just that my cultivation has improved very quickly, but mainly because of the aftertaste accumulated when breaking through 1 star, not used up. Therefore, if you want to build the foundation of the world's cultivation base, I still want to improve down to earth. But since I was practicing, always attract something that is not easy to hide, the man of heaven and earth, so I'm going to find a relatively secluded place. My voice soon appeared in a place in the suburbs. Valley at this time, I am implanting the sheep attribute into Tang Dao, which Jin just got. Before, I have also tried to use my hands to carry props as a weapon, although the result of the device was successfully written. But it didn't take long, because he couldn't bear the power of sheep attributes, thereby destroying. And this real knife I bought for a fortune. The feeling that the knife and the power in me come from the same source, and it combines with the power of sheep attributes. At the same time, it also makes the sheep attributes more suitable release method, seeing that the movement made during cultivation was too great. So I didn't think much about it, immediately set off and left the valley. At the same time, my front foot just walked. The 2-ponytail girl is looking for the breath of sheep. I found it soon. Then he was directly shocked on the spot. Last night, he's pretty sure I'm still a ghost axe. But now from the traces around, I still achieved ghost axe to stars. Not only that, there is also an extremely strong smell of Lin Bing here. The so-called zero soldiers. In fact, it is to inject attributes into some kind of weapon, so that ordinary weapons gain power beyond yourself. But this process can be said to be extremely difficult. Even in the association, there are only 2-0 soldiers. It makes the girl wonder where I come from. Is it some amazing existence? Here I'm on my way home. Now, my weapon has gained sheep power. But the system hasn't given me a genus yet. Tips for sexual power. At the beginning, the system said, I can write all kinds of exercises. So that is to say, after I gain other attribute powers, maybe these powers can also be into the same weapon. To superimpose properties? While I was thinking, I suddenly received a message from a stranger on my phone. He's asking if I'm a pioneer too, because he looked at my recent browsing history. It seems that I am concerned about the recent. I am very interested in the phenomenon of heaven and earth, and also gave the Realm Tables post a direct arrow. Sanlian, I thought about it. Or recover yourself, just a newcomer. The other party is indeed not. Then invite me to team up. Travel together to the newly generated pollution of evolution. Area case combination Harry. There was originally due to gaps in the formation. The developed dark nucleus. But because the aura is gradually recovering, the original water flow gradually turned into hot magma. I, thinking that it seems to have the same origin as my sheep attribute. So I replied that of course. The screen turns. Come to the hairy entrance of the dark river in the polluted area. Except me, a total of 4 pioneers formed a team. This includes practicing in Reiki. Zhang Xiaoya, who is not aware of the association culture. He came here more or want to. The association draws more power. It's just that there doesn't seem to be a clear potential forerunner and the Reiki Cultivation Association behind him. In fact, it was the Great Xia Kingdom in order to deal with the spirit gas recovery event. Then the newly established official department want to become a full member of the association. It can be said to be extremely difficult under normal circumstances. Ordinary people can't even find a way, in addition to your own strength, to be strong enough. You also need a referral from the association. It didn't take long for my figure to appear. Entrance to polluted area. As soon as I showed up, let Zhang Zhaoya's body be stunned. He looks only 18 or 19 years old. But I can faintly feel my strength. It has actually reached the 2-star ghost axe. Immediately after we pushed the door into the dark river, found that it was not as hot as expected. Until you reach the core area. Just saw the trace of magma. Next moment, I just dipped my palm into the magma. Random system pop-up prompt window. Detected to go to heaven and earth, the inner rock is being activated. The ultimate computing power to write materials. Congratulations to the host for getting it. New exercises. Fire knife. Need the owner to pull the blade to exert their full strength. When performing, the blade will be covered with a layer of bare burning flame. And that got me really excited. This exercise is just right. And my sugar knife can be said to complement each other. Then I clenched the blade. Consumption line I. Implant the inner eye attribute into the sugar knife. The next moment, the blade instantly glowed with a faint red light. Not far. Other pioneers are talking around me. It seems that Fang Yi is not a big problem, and my weapon is now absorbing the power of the face. Then they also felt a change. Right now, the aura in the cave seems to be much more stable. I feel like a little practice now. You can officially step into the devil realm immediately. Zhang Zhaoya Wenyan smiled. He let these new listeners practice with confidence. His job is to come and go, hand collecting data, so he will help protect the law. But not for a while. Footsteps suddenly came from the entrance of the cave. I saw 3 people with big swords on their backs broke in. The leader pointed at Zhang Zhaoya and scolded. Where did the clutter come from? Get out of here. From now on, this place belongs to them. Zhang Zhaoya's heart tightened. He sees the cultivation of these 3 people is all ghost X essence. Even if it is a few sides and everyone adds up. Can't beat the opponent, but he still bit the bullet and said, here's what we found first. And they are already absorbing Reiki. If you don't mind, you can absorb it together. He was forcibly interrupted by the other party before he finished speaking. Did the little girl film reach the ghost axe mirror? Dare to negotiate terms with them? Zhang Zhaoya sighed secretly. Since the rejuvenation, immediately after the pioneers appeared one after another, law of the jungle gradually became the norm that some people believed in. Can be a member of the association. He can't let it go. Just when he was worried, I came over with a sugar knife. Look tall. Why only bully the small? Saying that, I decisively inserted the sugar packet into the ground. The next red energy instantly converges when the sound. Shouting under the one eye of the leader. Everyone stepped back immediately. He's never seen such a battle. Burst in energy. Just looking at it makes people go straight. Practicing first. The walker was instantly awakened by the movement. Just about to ask what happened. See my aura explode. This filled one-eyed heart with shock. Trust is a secondary explosive property. What kind of monster am I? One I dare not stay. Turn around and run away with your little brother. The pioneers surrounded me and kept setting fire. Fang Boss is really amazing. Fortunately, they woke up early just now. Otherwise, you won't be able to see my painted knife technique. I'm a little embarrassed. It's these guys who go too far. I'm just doing my best. Everyone is almost done practicing now, right? The aura is running out here. Let's leave first. Zhang Xiaoya looked at my back. Thoughtful. If the knife just now really went down, I'm afraid the three of them won't even be able to leave Slag Hui. So, I am definitely a pioneer of high attributes. He has to report it to the organization immediately. Then Zhang Xiaoya decisively dialed the Reiki Practice Association. The staff in charge of docking looked a little surprised. In just one day, there is actually a high-level attribute pioneer appearing. Here I'm on my way home. Suddenly I heard passers-by talking. Look, that button prop knife is so real. And he's so imposing on his back. I quickly took out my phone. Discovery Forum. It's full of posts about immortal novels coming true. There are even people who do not want to be named. There was a pool of swordsmen practicing here. And banish it with a cold face. This makes me sigh helplessly or carelessly. Inner eye properties. 2000 degrees Celsius high temperature. How could it not cause abnormal noise? At this time, I feel the sheep attribute filled in my body. If you run the King Kong breathing method again, should be able to break through again. A moment later, my figure appeared in the back mountain of my home. Double ponytail girl Su Kinjing finished the trivia. Suddenly I was shaken by a dazzling light. Such a domineering breath, and it looks like it's in the mountains. He looked up. I saw a huge phantom gradually forming in the air. Then his expression changed. Which guy is going to break through the ghost axe mirror? How can the 3-star ghost axe mirror make such a big movement? It's not a monster anymore. His heart secretly guessed. Isn't that the one? This way, with the last ray of heaven and earth energy pouring into the body. My body is like holding hands with a Buddha-like spirit. The shadow of ki deficiency gradually dissipates. Same time, the giant golden axe suspended above his head suddenly vibrated violently. Then it turned into a collapse point and merged into my danchin. And this scene, Su Kinjing, who happened to be rushed here, saw it in her eyes. His eyes were full of shock and envy. I can control the axe to such an extent. Such Reiki control. Looks like it's ahead of time. Cultivated for hundreds of years, he suddenly remembered that he was breaking through the ghost axe. The tragedy of entering Samsung. At that time, it was directly destroyed by the pressure bomb of the god axe, then vomiting blood and lying in bed for a full week. The kind of pain he still can't remember. Even his extremely obvious physique failed. Where did this guy come from? In his opinion, not only am I full of energy, precise control, and every time you activate Shenfu, Reiki is as calm as it has been tempered. Even more rare is, most first, walkers rush for success at the first sign of a breakthrough. But I am more pursuing but steady. Sophisticated like a master eater. Just when Su Qingyun was feeling, he suddenly noticed that the shadow of the axe was swaying to the east. But when he's about to arrive, the scene is still the same as before. Only empty. Su Qinjiang clenched her fists in despair. I must have found him stalking. How are you going to recruit me like this? Su Qingyun looked around. Suddenly shouted Senior. You probably haven't left yet. I'm hiding in the tree at the moment, frowning. Been tracked down by this guy these days. He is very persistent. At the same time, Su Lime continued. He is the Colonel's Reiki practice. Captain of the subordinate team of the association. Su Qinjiang is like me. He is also a pioneer. And the reason he's been following me. Just wanted to send a sincere invitation on behalf of the association. So, hope I don't have a bad impression of the association. Although the association is not open to the public. But there are official documents and seals. After speaking, Su Qinjiang's heart went directly to the tiger. I'm afraid my tracking will piss off this boss. Rethink the words. For fear of appearing offensive, after a moment of silence, my voice came softly. But why do you have to invite me? Wu Qingyun panicked instantly. Are you telling the truth or are you talking about the scene? This boss is not easy to fool. False public authority is useless. Then he took a deep breath. Ru Shi said, Great Xia has been collecting pioneers recently. In order to make everyone gradually regular. It also provides more protection for pioneers. After all, now, it's too dangerous for the light to grow savagely, and we will always face the future together. The location of Reiki resuscitation is dangerous. My answer is direct and crisp. Now I can't fully trust you. Su Qinjiang was stunned. Immediately took out the certificate from his arms. He was an athlete before the rejuvenation. I might be impressed by this. I look at the documents in the air. I remember right, this girl is really an Elephant Country card. Long-distance runner-up not long ago. People with good conditions. Sure enough, it's easier to be a pioneer. My heart dimmed. The Great Xia Kingdom failed to collect the pioneers in advance in the previous life. That's why it finally led to the destruction of all mankind. In this life, I have a system to definitely participate. But now is obviously not the time. Think of this. I reply lightly that I do have an impression of you. But I need to think about this again. In addition to this, you have to keep my whereabouts a secret for now. With the attitude of Su Qingming and the association. Never get angry easily. A high-level pioneer like myself. Just in time to borrow their resources to avoid the limelight. Su Qingyun quickly agreed. However, your intention to break through has long been detected by the association. He has to report. But he will tell half-truths about the specific situation. After reaching an agreement, Su Qingming will report on the work of the organization. Didn't catch it this time. It is estimated that this person has discovered the existence of the association. Then his expression became bright in an instant. Because those terrifying souls named abnormal are out again. He will never forget those extraordinary horrors. Pollution field energy, to devour human beings with sincerity and benefit, some disguised as machine pioneers, then kill wildly and divide hell. Every time it appears, a new area of pollution is formed. If they are not destroyed in time, will continue to erode the space of human identity. The time soon came late at night. Thunderstorm red warning looping on the news. Citizens should not go out unless necessary. This is the Jade Emperor Scenic Area, which is a high-incidence area of pollution disasters. Now closed. Please stay away from here. Walking slowly in the rain. Looking at the mountains shrouded in lightning in the distance. A star flashed in my eyes. Very rich thunder attribute. Guess there must be something good in the center of the thunderstorm. So I quickly rushed to. Came to Jade Emperor Peak. The system prompt rings randomly. Contaminated carp and wasps detected ahead. If the pollution level is located, it should be landed. Lightning suddenly fell from the clouds. Directly copy my location attack. I am cautious. Tang Dao's eyes are firm. The thunder on the top of Jade Emperor Peak. For me, it's a chance to get stronger. At the same time, the atmosphere in the association meeting room was extremely solemn. Someone staring at the soaring data on the big screen. Jade Emperor Peak Reiki concentration skyrockets. The area must be blocked immediately and use it to create new contaminated areas. Su Qinjing, please report the actual situation immediately. Su Qinjing's voice came slowly. At present, the Jade Emperor's cap cannot be approached. The spiritual power of the thunder attribute has exploded. Although it was originally rated as a first-class pollution area, but according to the trend, it is estimated that it will be upgraded to S level in 1 hour. It is recommended to activate an emergency plan at any time. All pioneer information can be searched. Even a ghost axe mirror. The mortality rate after 3 stars approach is also 100%. No one in the area can get close to that now. Tyrannical thunder. Immediately, someone proposed to block from the foot of the mountain and send people to patrol 24 hours a day. Wait until the concentration of Reiki drops before going up the mountain to investigate. This is on Jade Emperor Peak. I'm being bombarded by thunder and blood. But I gritted my teeth and didn't take a step back. Fortunately, there is a Jinyang protection method to protect the body. But if you want to extract pure class attributes, you have to go to the Thunder Center. I know in my heart. After the aura recovers, ordinary human, at any time, it may be reduced to the bottom of the food chain. After all, even little rabbits are dangerous these days. Not to mention the horrors that will appear in the future. So, even the Jing-Yang breathing technique and the Crimson Fire Sword technique are far from enough. I can't just rely on Tang Dao. You have to make yourself stronger. Then I clenched Tang Dao, swing the blade violently and collide with the lightning. Make a cracking sound. I couldn't help coughing up a mouthful of blood. This is an extremely tyrannical power of divine law. He's constantly applying pressure. Angry, I broke into his restricted area to get me out of my feet. I wiped the blood from the corners of my mouth. The system said to touch the spiritual power itself. So I ran the meridian breathing method at full strength. Rush towards the top. As you get closer to the center, the power of thunder that hits the body becomes more violent. I can even feel my muscles numb. At the moment when a huge lightning pillar shot straight into the sky, the system prompt sounded. Strong lightning attribute detected. Starting to write exercises. In the city at the same time. People looked out the window and talked a lot. Someone seemed to see a figure in the sky. Next second, countless lightning rays shot from the golden energy ball. The system prompt sounded again. Successfully obtained the practice method Shenlai 100 refinements. Yin Tianli is the most fleshy. Reward 50 points for making the flesh a god. I feel the change in my body. Body trembling with excitement. Thunder attribute main attack can be used. Turn into so offense and defense are top-notch. Ancient cultivation is to introduce lightning into the body. Flesh like mountain moon. Immortal. Now thunder is not just my hair. Also my shield. What surprised me even more was this thunder. The power of judgment can deal 300 critical damage to Zisui. See if this is a hint to implant it into a sugar knife. I hesitated. If implanted rashly, I'm afraid it will destroy the sheepness of sheep attributes. The sugar knife may not be able to withstand it. Suddenly, I hold my right hand. Maybe this guess can be realized. I can try implanting the arm. The next moment, with several thunder rays flowing into the right arm, my arms are gradually getting faint thunder lines. Sun and moon morning. Su Qingyun, standing on the top of Jade Emperor Peak with Army Major Han Li. Their faces are equally complicated. Han Li's palm pressed to the ground. Someone has been here. Should be the Forerunner. Probably left safely around 8 o'clock last night. And before 7 o'clock when the thunderstorm is strongest, he went up the mountain. It also triggered thunder to change the pollution trend. Guess that this person has a high probability of lightning attribute. So this one is for him. It's just an opportunity to take the initiative to deliver it to your door. This made Su Qingyun's heart sink. If this person is on the opposite side, the danger may be no less than one. Looking at the crowd with tears, firm tone. So find this person at all costs. He personally codenamed the Operation Tyrant. On the other side, I moved my right hand. Can't help but sigh. After entering the lightning attribute, the changes in the body are so obvious. The right hand seems to have been completely remodeled, become the hardest part of the body. Now I feel like I'm approaching the tipping point of upgrading again. What surprised me even more was the original tyrannical thunder attribute. It became docile and controllable after implantation, when I first used the Jing-Yang breathing method. But I almost fainted from the pain. I didn't expect the lightning attribute to be absorbed so smoothly. The system says this property is for exceptions. Evil Sin has 300% critical damage. You can find a chance to try his power. Just then, the phone on the table suddenly popped up an emergency warning. After recovery from Reiki, I specifically put the news and forum push set a special reminder. So big effect. Danger every time. I can receive the Imperial Sister as soon as possible, because for pioneers, there are often opportunities hidden behind these warnings. Immediately I clicked on the warning. Explosion in chemical plant. No casualties so far. If the explosion causes local urban pollution, the cause of the explosion is under investigation. My eyebrows always feel wrong. Until I open the comments section. People who have seen a lot of experience say, that feeling is so weird. Can't tell. It's the kind of gloomy feeling that makes people hairy all over. It makes my heart zen. The smell is familiar to me too. The shirt is where I used to hide in the corner. I have seen monsters that exude this breath with my own eyes. They were originally ordinary creatures on the Blue Heart. And after the mutation frenzy, not only has great power, insight, capture and kill abilities are extremely strange. And also like to be active in the dark and the dark. Usually feeds on humans. I hold the candy knife. My heart is so firm. Must stop them from surviving and evolving tonight. It is also just to test the actual combat ability of Thunder Critical Strike. The screen turns. City streets in heavy rain. Several figures flashed by. They are the Saboteur Squad. Saboteur Squad is tracking. File 7 an idea, but temporarily lost the target. The current known ability of bamboo leaves is to blend into the night. Hide affection, and when approaching, will make a small sizzling sound. Headquarters will reply soon. Indicates that supplementary information on the homepage of file number 7 has been submitted. Encirclement and clearance operations. Set as required time and estimated time. Get approval within 12 hours. The Saboteur Squad continues to chase. Be sure to ensure the safety of your own life. The captain sighed helplessly. 12 hours. It is already the fastest speed that the headquarters can give. Great Xia has a vast territory. Reiki is recovering everywhere. Headquarters is already busy. But at this moment, Su Qinjiang slowly emerged. He is entrusted by the association, specially came to assist in the tracking mission of bamboo leaves. The two teams galloped in the direction of congratulations. Soon in the shadow of an abandoned factory. Locked the whole body. An idea with a dark purple glow. The captain of the saboteur squad immediately ordered. Action begins. Make sure this guy doesn't go downtown. Bamboo leaves just sensed movement. I turned around and wanted to drill to Yingying Ridge. At the same time, 4 players spread out in an instant according to the formation. One person stands in front of the bamboo leaves. East is in place. 3 others followed. North is in place. West is in place. The south is in place and the target is completely surrounded. Ask the captain for instructions. A team member jumps down in the sky. Immediately, a gang of riders slashed at the bamboo leaves. The expected fatal injury did not appear. Bamboo leaves are only a slight step back. Next moment, 2 spikes suddenly popped out of his body. With a lifetime of harsh roars. A pair of translucent wings from his back. Slowly drill out. Su Qinjiang was the first to react. This is a sonic attack from a bamboo leaf. Everyone pay attention to avoid. His cry just fell. I saw an invisible sound wave spread out. Zhang Lan's team in front will fly directly first. The captain of the saboteur squad was shaken back a few degrees. Bamboo leaf's strength far exceeded their expectations. If you didn't leave in time, bones are broken. His dark attributes are extremely destructive. The wall keeps him in the city. Will definitely lead to disaster. Didn't wait for him to think about it. Bamboo leaf's mouth suddenly bulged. Next second, a cloud of black smoke came out of his mouth. This smoke falls to the ground, instantly looking down on a big hole, with a sizzling sound. Su Qingyun just wanted to step forward to stop. The team suddenly grabbed him. This is the dark property of the special mirror in the top view. Even if the practitioner encounters, will also be instantly dissolved. For now, there are no high attributes of restraint in their ranks. So don't disrupt the spoiler squad. Members of the saboteur squad at this time. Look at the overlooking marks on the ground. Inevitably a little comfortable. At the same time, a pair of red eyes suddenly flashed through the shadows. I saw Bamboo Leaf rushing towards a team member. Fortunately, the team responded quickly. Avoid the stall. Subsequently, several people immediately chased in the direction of Bamboo Leaf's escape. However, Su Lime suddenly frowned. Wait a minute. The concentration of Reiki here has suddenly increased. So he asked the other to stay outside and wait. Friend, he first followed the saboteur team to have a look. When entering a land of ruins, Su Qinjiang took out an electronic device. This is the newly developed Reiki detection equipment of the association. The difference that the general team can handle. The normal concentration rate is only 50. The concentration of bamboo leaves just now was 48. Not finished, he suddenly exclaimed, because the concentration has exceeded 80 at this moment. And random is still rising. That is to say, I'm afraid it's not just the bamboo leaf wing here. The voice just fell. A team member behind him suddenly cried. Then his body disappeared in place in an instant. Su King Prophet Ma just evacuated all staff immediately. This bamboo leaf deliberately let us in. Everyone quickly evacuate in the direction of the gate. But just took a step. He will be in place. Now affects efforts to open eyes. But I found it was pitch black. Obviously not blind, but paralyzed along with the 5 senses. He quickly reminded everyone that there was poison in the black fog. I'm afraid they've been poisoned since they entered the factory. And this gas not only paralyzes the senses, can also consume popularity. If there is a Reiki attack, it will accelerate the exhaustion. But then no one came back. Only his own breathing was left in the whole factory. Su Qinjing understood instantly. This is probably not the chassis of bamboo leaves, but another abnormal disk distance. What I vaguely felt just now should be a giant snake. Just when he was about to close his eyes in despair, the factory was suddenly split open by a golden light. I glanced at the black fog around me. Is it an abnormality of the dark attribute? The voice just fell. A black shadow came from behind. It was the python that was deliberately hidden. Abnormal status quo. I jumped lightly, quietly dodge. When it lands, I don't know where the bamboo leaves escaped from. Flank over. His big mouth bit my arm. I smiled faintly. I just said, why is the aura so wrong here? So there are 2 abnormalities? One is responsible for trapping, one is responsible for harvesting the rod. It's smart to say no. I looked at the bamboo leaves biting on my arm. But you guys know, my arm is going to be punished. Next second, my right arm burst into tears. In the sizzling current, bamboo leaves suddenly twitched all over. Just a moment. He's completely silent. I turned around and pulled out the tang knife. At this time, the blade is already covered with golden flames. Then a sword key swung towards the horse. The python was splashed and its scales were instantly scorched. I walked towards the python step by step. A force to miss. One to be roasted. I'm still fair. Zun Mang spreads blood after dodging the first plane. The big mouth pounced again. I jump up. Clench the tang knife full of flames as soon as it arrives. The fierce sword shadow slashed straight down. Cut the python in 2 in an instant. But then I frowned. Because the python's wounds are healing quickly at this time. And it's about to be ray-spliced. But I was prepared. Next second, electric light suddenly burst out from the wound of the giant python. And this current spreads along the snake's body. Instantly penetrate the whole body. The python immediately roared with strength. Wounds that heal not only stop, also started to burn black and carbonize. I watched this scene, mouth slightly raised. Fortunately, I noticed in advance the dark breath of this serpent, much thicker than bamboo leaves. So when I was in the badge just now, I deliberately took back my inner eye, then let Tang Daoqing replace the power of thunder. Inside the serene python, I know very well, bamboo leaves are weird, but at most it will endanger a few people. But this python is different. Not only good at silent sneak attacks, can also hunt by paralyzing toxins. I'm afraid I've eaten a lot of solo pioneers before. If he is allowed to evolve, sooner or later it will be a disaster. But at this moment, I suddenly felt a tingling in my shoulder. Looked down. It was a poisonous snake spirit quietly glued to it. I immediately run the threat attribute. I saw a golden flame wrapped around the snake forest. Burn it out in an instant. Unexpectedly, even smart merchants have mutated. Fortunately, I have the meridian breathing method to protect my body. Eye-pleasing attribute can dissolve poison. Then use the power of thunder to purify the blockage. Change to other pioneers. I'm afraid it's already poisoned. Judging from the current situation, my inner extension, the power has reached a very pure level. It makes me feel like my actual combat level. It should be considered excellent among the pioneers. Solve toys later. My eyes turn to the flames deep in the factory. The moment you reach out and touch the flame, I suddenly noticed something strange. There is actually a human breath in it. On the wall behind the flame, Su Qinjiang is collapsed on the pile in a coma. I walked over and said lightly, "Stop pretending. Your acting of pretending to be dead is terrible." Su Qinjiang suddenly opened her eyes, hastily explained that he was awakened by smoke. No more playing dead. I looked at him and his tone was calm. Your strength is good. Other companions are not exhausted. Just lose consciousness, and you can still keep a trace of body protection aura. If you really pass out, where can I smell blood and rivers and lakes? Su Qinjiang's heart level. The aura he deliberately retained. I saw through it too. At this time, he really wanted to break the casserole and ask to the end. It's how on earth do I beat bamboo leaf at the same time? And horses. I opened my mouth to interrupt his thoughts. No need to cover your eyes all the time. As long as you promise not to reveal my identity, I won't embarrass you. It's not early. Your lives are not in danger. I'll go first. Just turning around made my face suddenly change. Just trying to collect pythons. When residual dark attributes. That sense of English makes me instinctively resist. Plus the system is not responding, so I gave up. Su Jining walked to the captain of the saboteur squad. Awaken each other. The captain slowly opened his eyes. I saw two unusual charred Cs on the ground. His expression froze for a moment. What's going on? Also, where did the extreme yang attribute come from? Su Qingyun explained. It's the pioneer he's been tracking. And this person is not only extremely pure sheep attribute. The power of thunder remains from bamboo leaf's corpse. This makes everyone guess. Could it be that I am alone? Does it actually have to high-level attributes at the same time? Not long after, the people from the Reiki Association arrived at the abandoned. The factory scans for spiritual power residues. They finally came to the conclusion. There is a nearly 99.99% chance. It was the same person who beheaded two anomalies. As soon as this comes out, even the association investigators were shocked. Su Qinjiang knew that she couldn't hide it, have to report truthfully. I didn't expect it. The association directly revoked the surveillance mission on me. Because the top management thinks that I both save people and destroy disasters. Obviously not malicious to the official. So there's no need to do things that might offend me. But then the top management of the association was directly shocked. On the spot, Su Qinjiang mentioned, I may have a spirit weapon. That knife has the breath of sheep attribute. So maybe I'm already the venerable mirror maker. Can build spiritual mirrors to look at the world. Are rare existences. How can I do it at such a young age? Random high-level guess. Now that I have advanced dual attributes, will there be a third? Once confirmed, the entire Pioneer Circle is about to be rewritten. Because according to existing research, different attributes of spiritual power in humans, there is mutual exclusion. Difficult to coexist, so only serve. I won't stand on the opposite side of human beings. My mind here is full of calculations for the future. It's been less than a year since Reiki recovered. An event is becoming more and more mundane. a talented person. Basically, they have entered the Japanese line. Great Xia Kingdom is courting a wild pioneer like me. Description official, and the wild are still in the smooth groping stage. Unusual activity is also within the official control range. And there is no production among the pioneers. What uncontrollable contradictions arise, but the official clearly has formed the Reiki Practice Association, but still no plans to make it public. I can see they're trying to find a way to protect ordinary humans, while trying to warn of a crisis. This is enough to show one question. That is, until now, officials have no confidence to officially start the era of national practice. After all, Dajia has a large population, if anything blows. The first is chaos. Everyone is scared. Pattern of internal and external troubles will only hasten the demise of mankind, and I always feel uneasy. The dark beast I encountered today. It's clearly just the partition of the dark attribute, but even so, they almost destroyed Su Qinjing's team. If you meet the real one who can destroy the continent. Dark attribute, abnormal, me now, far from being an opponent at this level. To know, I now have the sheep attribute of the yang breathing method. Thunder attribute divine lightning crack. There is also the crimson fire sword with the inner eye attribute. Count carefully, it's already a ghost axe. Into the top strength of Samsung. Just then, my aunt called me. Means my cousin is going to a study party. So think of me here to remember a few days. I still have some impressions of this straight-a-student cousin. Not difficult to get along with, so he nodded and hardened. With this colleague, my cousin is sitting in front of the computer, and on the screen, the 5 paths of Reiki recovery go first. Squad chat box. They are discussing me. Unusual events in Yanghuo town. Soon I received my cousin Linyi. Just when I first saw him, I think the atmosphere is a little awkward. In my impression, he is still a straight-a student who is immersed in problems. Now there are more indescribable skills. What concerns me more is, there is a faint aura floating around him. It gives me the feeling that my cousin is also a pioneer. And the arrival of 01. It also caused me a lot of trouble. Meditation and flirting can be interrupted at any time. There is also the cultivation of Jing-Yang breathing method. There is also the possibility of being seen, but I didn't interrupt. Suspect that one day he will answer the phone. Makes Shen King seem very evasive. So I made an excuse. If you have something to do, go back to the room first. In fact, I quietly went around the window to eavesdrop. Soon I was completely confirmed. It seems that the cousin is not only a pioneer, and it has already arrived at Ghost Axe Jingurksen. The purpose of his trip? Not to learn to order you. It's a new anomaly in town. I didn't think much about it after knowing the exact location. Rushed over early. The event soon came to noon the next day. 01 successfully rendezvous with the team members in Yanghuo town. However, the members all use their screen names as code names. One is called Online Dating Cheated 5 Hair, Huge Curly Hair Woman. The other is called 81-year-old Beautiful Young Woman's Red-Haired Imperial Sister. In addition to this, there are 3 other members who came later. I sat in the dark and looked at them carefully. Count 01. This team of 6 is not weak. The worst is the Ghost Axe. The stationary state of Mirror 2. And the captain walking in front. It has reached the 3-star Ghost Axe mirror. Even from their conversations. There seems to be a powerhouse who is often absent. As the squad gets closer, vines hanging from the sky. Gradually revealed. He looks like a pea vine in a fairy tale, but exudes a palpitating breath. Redhead Stagnation can't help but exclaim that this is the vine. I didn't see it with my own eyes. I can't believe it. It's no wonder they make such a fuss. Tang Wang will randomly appear in the foreign, the area around the town of fire, and the time is uncertain. This and thousands. The information they have been exposed to in the past is different. No thunder or red sun. Rare movement. Just a very quiet wandering flash. The curly-haired woman's face was a little gloomy. Don't go forward. He has friends who have come to touch the vine before. That squad is much stronger than him. But after that they all disappeared. So if you get any closer, we'll surely die without a burial like them. His words silenced the squad for an instant. Everyone looked at the vine. Vines that used to be magical. It's a little weird at the moment in the sunset. Even the surrounding air seems to be slowly being pumped away. Machine 01 nodded after a moment of silence. That's right. The breath of this wood attribute vine is too strange. But the next second his eyes became firm. But this is the way the first mover must go. So why don't you just stop where you are? Lose your own realm foundation. I've been watching them in the dark. Now I have also been exposed to a lot of abnormal sounds of heaven and earth, except for the abnormality of the dark attribute that time. It's the vine. Gives me a very uncomfortable feeling. But they are definitely practicing here. Courage. Not for a while. The spiritual energy around him suddenly fluctuated violently. A pale blue beam of light shot straight into the sky. My eyes light up. Is this the threshold for the ghost axe to enter the 3-star? My cousin is really gifted. The team members also exclaimed. Then something happened suddenly. The vine path that originally hung quietly, slowly moving, then countless thin branches, spreading fast in the direction of the squad like a viper. But I thought it was too late. The two players haven't had time to react. I was tightly wrapped around my body by vines. Curly-haired woman shaking with fright. Everyone run away. It was the movement of breakthroughs one by one that attracted the vines. And don't get caught by this vine. Once involved, desolate breath will be entangled in an instant. Then melt immediately. The 01 at the moment is in a critical period of breakthrough. Can't tell the difference. Not long after, the vines have wrapped around his Reiki shield. With the clicking sound, the shield quickly filled with cracks. It's about to break apart. At the same time, Red Development Festival Select Turnback rushed in Linny's direction, but just ran a few steps. He was wrapped around his waist by a thick vine. I see it all. My cousin is really big-hearted. I don't know where I am yet. How dangerous is it? Still a student. Still a little short of anticipating danger. The power of this vine is terrifying. I don't know if my current strength can be finished. All but certainly no time for hesitation. I promised my aunt to take care of her. I can't break my promise. In the spirit of 01, the moment the air shield is about to shatter, I hold the sugar knife in my hand. The flames of the golden silk instantly wrap the blade. Then I jumped from mid-air in the direction of the vines. brushed a dazzling golden sword light from the sky, straight to the vines that wrap around Lin Yi. The red-haired imperial sister has not come to her senses yet. I saw a figure stepping on the golden sword light and falling. And wherever this golden sword light goes, countless vines broke open. Look at me just relying on the momentum around me. Push back the approaching vines. The crowd was simply shocked. This is the ultimate Yang attribute. There is only such a high attribute. To be so bold, forcing back this barren vine. Especially when the captain's face is full of unwillingness. He considers himself extremely talented. He also ascended to the Ghost Mansion realm in a short period of time. Samsung, it is estimated that there will be pioneers of his speed in the country. Only a few people. Don't talk about that god, secret super monster. Even one talent. It's just a tie with him. If there is such a thing among the pioneers. So what is he not? Is it just a few stars that set off the bright moon? My guy just crushed all the pioneers. Suddenly in my mind. System prompt tone. Detected extreme target attribute. Automatically writing exercises. Successfully written to obtain new exercises. Instantly absorb all the vitality around you. To quickly recover from your injuries. I feel the new power surging inside me. Can't help but sigh about the strong wood attribute effect. As long as there is life around, whether it's plants or other creatures, can absorb it and recover itself. It's just a perpetual motion machine that's constantly absorbing power. With this practice, danger later. Even if you are injured, you can recover quickly. The system continues to pop up a prompt window. Successfully extract the barren attribute. Can stir up the barren atmosphere. Looking down on all the life around. It dawned on me. No wonder vines grow in steep places. If it grows elsewhere, square, it will absorb the vitality of several lifetimes. This barren attribute can forcibly plunder life. It's so domineering. Just then, the voice of the red-haired imperial sister came from behind. Thanks, boss, for helping. If I hadn't shot in time, I'm afraid they won't survive. I waved my hand and thanked you. We will be indefinitely. After all, I kind of rubbed their news. Just came here, and accidentally unlocked. Endless and barren. After careful calculation, I still earned it myself. Soon 01 slowly opened his eyes. 01 looked at the mess around, and prejudiced the fire left on the tree. Wondering what happened. The captain stepped forward and put things. Said it again after oil shrinkage reservation. But nothing was mentioned except for the redhead depression. Details of the rest fleeing him. Is the point. Told me how I was forced to retreat. The shocking scene of the vine. When Lin gets home. I don't know about the dress. Ask him why his face is a little bad. This made Lin Yi laugh awkwardly. The solar term is too tiring. So I haven't had a good rest recently. I didn't ask any more, so I let him rest first. 01 lying in bed. Recall what happened today. It's still too good to break through the cultivation base. And every time you drive the spiritual power to urge the use of the divine spectrum. Highly concentrated. Fortunately, he is no longer an ordinary person. The life of ordinary people like me in the future. Unlikely for a pioneer like him. Just then, he saw a new message pop up on his phone. The strong man who rarely participates in team activities. Lan actually speaks. There is another trace of the ordinary man. Be sure to inform him. 01's heart is all ready. This is the first time Kin Lan has spoken in a group. So he quickly replied, "Do you think the person who helped? Is it possible that the Dark River was before? The famous boss of the cave. I ride my bike out alone at night. Now 01 should be more relaxed about me. So you won't be suspicious of going out at night. After all, now I have to hurry up and find one. East-west bearing, desolate attribute. After thinking about it, I came to the conclusion of one thing. Desolation attributes are closer to plant items. How to say its essence is overlooking. There is evil. It may have a bad reaction on yourself. And it may also conflict with the thunder attribute. So, the best way is to find a wrist like Tongshan vine. Plants that can carry properties. While thinking, I came to the city forest park. Probably, I need to find someone who can produce the most aura with me. Resonating plants. Then I slowly closed my eyes. Release the aura to cover the surroundings. Soon feel countless golden spots of light. And the rustling of plant leaves. I know it's a plant's response to Reiki. But this level is not enough. Right here is, a small flower in the distance caught my attention. That flower is swaying gently towards me. So I stretched out my finger and slowly approached. That little flower just holds my fingertips. Inhale Reiki with force. After sucking, he seemed to smile at me slightly. This leaves me speechless. But the whole forest. You are the one who responds the most to my aura. It should also be suitable for implanting the Baron attribute. Ding! Cartridge pop-up prompt window. Whether to implant the Baron attribute into this house.